I had someone send me a few, like 1,000 to send a picture of my kitchen garbage.
Kitchen garbage?
Awesome.
Wait,
On
what?
OnlyFans.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah,
No.
it's like kinky, weird shit.
Wait. Hold on. Stop the up. This is a first. He paid you $1,000 to send you a picture of your garbage?
Yeah, and then I got like 2,000 for telling him for this other guy to eat his.
Oh, where did these women find these men? That's what I want to know.
They're in Miami.
I want to know where and what platforms you're on to find these men that will do this.
Why do you want to know?
'Cause I will be making my money, Michael.
I'm sure it's easy to find. The internet is not. It's not hard to find weirdos on the internet. To pay someone, do you know how crazy that is? He didn't pay her to look at her feet, at her boobs, or her face.
No.
He paid her to take a picture of her garbage.
So I'm saying easy money.
But I don't understand that. I don't get that. What could he possibly get out of that?
Because some people have got more money than sense. Like some people have got so much money they don't know what to do with it. There's only so much you can do when you've got so much money.
Yeah, well, that can't be true.
Maybe it's a level of authority. Like I've told her to do something and she's listened to me. I've now got this girl taking pictures of her garbage.
If that's what your sense of authority is, you have mental health issues. You could have paid £1,000 for anything, bro. You could have paid to go to some nice island with beautiful women, and just had. If you've got that much money to spend pictures on garbage, you didn't get any OnlyFans pictures. You didn't get any feet pictures. You didn't get any. You just got a picture of garbage, literally trash.
Michael, are you kink shaming right now?
I am kink shaming. This is absurd.
Because maybe he doesn't want to see pictures of asses and boobs and feet. Maybe he doesn't get off on that.
Yeah, but then now the other guy she said is, listen, if you get off to people's garbage, you have problems. I don't care. And she's saying the other guy he paid her £2,000 to eat his own semen.
Just a sick world we're living in. Sick people.
But that to me, for that one, seems more like, you know, that whole some men like women to be dominant to them and mean and
what
things
is dominant
like that.
about that? You're eating your own
She's
semen.
telling him to do it and he's listening like, oh my God, like.
But she's only doing it because you paid her, you donut.
I know,
There's
but
no authority.
still, yeah, but where are you going to find a girl that's just going to do that for free? She'll be like, oh, get away from me, you creep.
Guys, we got to be better than this. You could have given that money to a charity.
Talk to your species.
Hold on. Wait.
That's cap.
And then he would tell me to tell him to put makeup on, and then he would like get his kinks out, and then he would rage it. So like meaning like
Wait, hold on.
throw
I'm
it
still
out
stuck in
and,
the
like,
second one.
pretend it didn't happen.
So you told some other guy to do it.
He would come and eat his own.
What?
And he sent me a video of it.
And he paid you to tell him to do it?
Yeah.
Yo.
Send him to.
You know how wild that is? You paid her to do something. First of all, it was already disgusting. You could have done that in your own free time without alerting anybody of your sick ideas, your sick fetish. But you gave her £2,000, not to tell you in person, not to come to your house and do it for you. To simply send you a text message saying, do it.
But you also gave her £2,000 to also send her a video exposing yourself doing it as well.
Yeah, bro. And the thing is that I am assuming you also paid for discretion, and she's just come on this podcast and said it. And somebody listening to this podcast knows exactly who you are.
Do you think though? How's anyone gonna know?
Maybe he's got a friend who knows he's into weird shit. And he's going, that sounds like Joseph.
I don't know.
Guys, come on, man. We got to spend our money on better things than this. Listen, I'm not against sex work. Don't get me wrong. If you're paying for a girl to come and pleasure you or whatever, that's your money. Do whatever. Are you really going to spend money to eat your own?
She just made $2,000 to send one text.
To send one
text.
All she had to do was, that's it. 2 months rent paid.
She could have even got a friend to type it for her.
Yeah. She could have done that in her sleep.
Wow.
These girls are making more money.
2 months rent paid. The rent is not that cheap.
Oh yeah, they're in Miami. Okay, well, I mean, she's getting that kind of money. It doesn't even matter. This is chump change for her.
I need to find her, DM her and say, bring me through.
You should go on the FreshandFit podcast. You should send him a message and ask to get put on. Would you
Maybe.
fly out to Miami and do it?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
There's no way that's
I
possible, bro.
swear to God.
No, that's how it happens,
that's true,
dude.
bro.
I promise.
Yo.
It happens.
I believe it.
It
It's definitely
happens.
real.
Um,
The P star
okay,
can't
so
confirm.
someone paid you $1,000 to let me get this straight. Hold on, stop. So someone paid you $1,000 to send a picture of your
Kitchen
Garbage,
garbage.
kitchen
yes.
garbage.
It had
Okay.
to be kitchen garbage.
kitchen
Like he
specifically.
requested it. Yeah.
Okay, and then another guy, or is it the same dude?
No, a different guy.
Another guy paid you how much?
2,000.
$2,000 to tell him to eat his own semen.
Yes.
Yo, I'm
Oh.
convinced, bro, that just got money and bored.
And then you see you had a third story. No wonder you were scratching your head earlier. Okay, what's the third story? Go ahead.
That's exactly the point I'm making. Is once you've done everything you wanted to do, you're bored. You don't know what else to do with your time. Like, have you not seen Hostel and stuff like that?
Yeah,
where
but that's a murder film.
Yeah, but people are so rich that they're just paying now to watch people get abused. Like, they're enjoying watching that. Who in their right mind would enjoy watching someone get murdered and tortured? Do you know what I mean? So it's just, there is people that do get to a certain point where they've done everything they want to do in their life. They've got so much money. They're just throwing it away. They're just keeping themselves entertained. They are literally probably bored.
But in Hostel, weren't they paying to have people shipped to them to torture them? Right? That was the premise of Hostel. These insanely rich people were getting they were getting others to kidnap them, to put them in a dungeon so that they could pay to slice them up.
Yeah, but it's still...
No, don't get me wrong. It's sick in the head.
Yeah.
But these people that have these, do you know what? I'm not even going to sit here and try to rationalize why somebody would do that. But in my mind, it makes more sense than the guy eating semen. As sick as that might sound.
No, I don't think so. Because
You don't think so?
No, because eating the semen for him is probably... The way it all adds up is a sexual kink. It's a bit... Everyone's got different kinks, but
So-
to actually want to gruesomely torture another human and kill them,
Yeah.
that's fucked up, Michael.
No, I'm not saying it's not fucked up.
No, but that's more fucked up than eating your own semen and
No,
getting
I didn't
off
say
on
that. I said it makes less sense.
What makes... I'm confused. You've confused
If
me
you're
here.
if you're sick in the head,
Yeah.
and what gets you off is harming others, it would make sense that you would pay to have somebody strapped to a chair to torture them. If you're somebody that's really, really into sex or whatever, at the very least, the girl would jack you off and you'd eat your semen.
No, I think it makes more sense to do that rather than torture someone. I can't get behind.
I'm not advocating.
I get your point. I get it's still like messed up, but
It just doesn't make sense.
it makes
to me.
more sense for a sexual pleasure. I'm sorry.
What pleasure do you get out of eating your own semen?
That's
I can-
ask him. That's his
No,
pleasure.
but the thing is, as somebody that has never murdered someone, I can almost make sense of the rush that they might get of doing that to somebody.
I can't.
Of course you can. Like,
I can't.
all right, let's water it down a little bit. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for posting this video.
We've digressed.
Let's say, for example, right, people that love fighting,
Mm.
they get a rush out of like giving someone a punch in the face, right? People that are really into combat,
Mm.
they like martial arts. Although like it's like you show respect at the end of your fight, you see those guys where they're bleeding and they're like beating their chest and they're loving it. You ever seen one of Robbie Lawler's fights? This bald guy, he got into a fight. This guy, I can't remember his name, and they were just going ham. There was blood flying everywhere, and you could tell they were loving it. And then obviously when the adrenaline comes down, the pain sets in. But that rush of inflicting pain on somebody, obviously to kill them is another thing. That's a whole other sick, demented idea that you have. But I understand taking it, because it's just taking it to the extreme, right? You've got martial artists who understand and respect the sport of martial arts, and so they know to do it in a cage where it's more controlled. People are not going to die. And then you've got more people that are sick who do it on the streets who want to hurt people. But it's still a rush. It's just one has been taken to the extreme. Can you see what I'm saying here?
I understand what you're saying, but I can't make as much sense of it as you are if we're doing a comparison of the two.
All right, let me put it to you like this, right? Let's say that somebody harmed your dog and you got your hands on that person. The rush and the satisfaction you would feel from giving them a bit of a beating, not killing them, but giving them a bit of a beating would feel good, right?
Yeah.
Now try to imagine that for somebody that doesn't need a reason, doesn't need their dog to be harmed. They just feel good hurting someone. Now imagine that turned up to 100, where they get a rush out of taking someone's life.
Okay.
It's sick and it's wrong, and I'm not saying that it's okay before anyone clips this. I'm saying that I almost understand.
Yeah, but I think sexual pleasures are more desirable in life.
But, and this is what I'm asking you, what is pleasurable about taking your semen and gulping it down.
Okay, he might look at you and think, what is pleasurable about...
I've just explained. I can give a reason. I'm asking you now because you're saying
But
the other one makes
but
more
you're
sense.
asking me, but that's what he gets pleasure from. You can't judge and dictate what people get pleasure from.
No,
And I
you're
understand that
saying-
about the fighting
No.
thing.
You're saying that it makes more sense to you. Why does it make more sense?
Because it's sexual pleasure.
You're eating semen.
It's a sexual pleasure.
How is it a sexual pleasure?
For him, it is.
No, it makes no sense. This is
Because
nonsense.
it makes no sense in your brain.
You're not explaining it to me though. I'm telling you why it's a rush to do those nasty
Okay.
things to people. You're not telling me why it's a
Okay.
rush.
Because I wouldn't get sexual pleasure out of that myself, but maybe that's his pleasure. I don't know how I can explain that more.
I wouldn't get pleasure out of killing somebody, but I understand the extremities that people go
And you
to.
wouldn't get pleasure out of eating your own semen, but
Okay,
you have to
yeah.
understand that everyone has different fetishes.
I'm just trying to understand it.
Okay.
I've made you understand why somebody gets a rush out of
Yeah.
beating someone up, right?
Yeah. I
And-
don't know how to explain it because it's just a sexual pleasure.
But like, all right, we get pleasure from like, I guess you do get pleasure from eating like pizza or whatever. When it hits your taste buds,
Yeah.
you do feel some kind of pleasure.
Yeah.
But it's not sexual pleasure, right?
No, it's
So
taste
when
bud
you're
pleasure.
when you're eating semen
Yeah.
and it hits your taste buds, you're not getting sexual pleasure from it, surely. I don't know, maybe I'm not mad enough to understand this concept. It's going right over my head. I don't get it. If I'm having a tequila sunrise, I'm getting some kind of pleasure from that, but it's not sexual pleasure. But if I'm drinking a cup full of semen, it is hitting my taste buds. It's not sexual pleasure though.
Yeah, but
Can we chalk this up to mental health?
satisfaction for him.
Satisfaction.
They're both mental health there if you want to play that game.
Yeah, but I can understand one.
Yeah, but it's still mentally insane.
It is mentally insane, but I at least understand one. I cannot understand why you would get pleasure from drinking your own semen. I can understand why a girl who has just gone down a guy and got him to get off, why she would get pleasure out of swallowing his children. But I do not understand why a man who jerked himself off and swallowed his own unborn babies would get pleasure from that.
I don't have the answers for you.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I need the answers.
If anyone knows, please let Michael know so he can sleep better at night.
This is not going to help you sleep.
The same guy, the 2000 guy.
Okay.
He
Mr. Seaman.
yes.
Yeah.
He would tell me to go to the store, or no, he would tell me to tell him to go to the store, buy makeup, buy like lingerie for him to put it on. And then he would like, get his kink out with all of that, the makeup, everything on. And then he would rage it after. Because
Rage it?
rage it meaning like he felt like gross and weird and that never happened after he like nutted. Like it didn't happen. Like it was gross.
And how much did he pay you for that one?
I think like 1,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yo,
I heard it all, bro.
Yo. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I believe that story 1,000%. And this is why, real talk.
You girls have got it on easy mode on the internet. If you really wanted, you could be making maybe 10 bags a week quite
Find
easily.
it for me and help me.
Find what for you? I'm
You
not
do
going to
that-
find these sickos.
You do the admin and then I'll give you a percentage.
Basically, I'm going to be like Andrew Tate. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah?
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
I'll go 50-50 with you.
You want me to find these sickos on the internet?
Yeah. Then I'll do the talking.
Yeah.
And then when they pay, we go 50-50.
I cannot partake in such tomfoolery.
So then why are you saying we've got it easy? If I'm giving you an offer right now for easy money to be made, why are you turning it away? You don't have to talk to these sickos. I'm doing it. All you're doing is my admin. Do you know what I mean? I'm offering you good money here. Don't say we've got it on easy mode if you wouldn't even do it if you had the opportunity.
The reason I'm turning down your proposal is because when I get to the pearly gates at the end of my life, I want to be able to look God in the face and say, I didn't do that, bro.
Well,
She
what's
did it."
wrong with doing it?
What's wrong with doing it?
Yeah, you're helping somebody out with the pleasures that they want out of life. If this guy wants a picture of kitchen garbage and I've provided that to him, why can I not look God in the face? What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? If you go to the shop, yeah, and you see a bottle of Lucozade that you want and you buy it and you paid your money for this Lucozade because you want it, yeah, What's wrong with that? It's something you want and you've paid for it. So if he wants to pay for this, what's wrong with that? It's his choice.
Because I think a man that would do that is mentally unwell. So I feel some kind of way about partaking in his downward spiral. Because she's just said that he would go to the store, buy women's lingerie, dress up in it, beat off, and then feel bad about what he's done and grossed out and regret it.
Yeah, but
the guy's he's not all there.
Everyone says that apparently after a guy has finished,
yeah,
I don't know how to explain this,
what,
but you know what I
clarity?
mean. Like, for example, like a guy could be like, he feels no emotion after he's done.
Depends on who he's with, but that does happen.
Yeah. So if a guy was having a one night stand or something, he'd probably be flirting with the girl so much leading up to it, so much passion in the sex, and then after he's done it, it's like he just doesn't. You're ugly to him. He doesn't give a. Sorry, I keep swearing.
No, that's all right. I'll bleep out. But yeah, no, that does happen.
You know what I'm saying? So it's because he's in that moment, he's enjoying it. It's a fetish that he has that maybe he's ashamed of, and then after he's finished, it's that feeling of disgust, like, oh my god.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. Like it's not even a feeling of disgust. Like, you're attracted to her, you bring her back to your place, you have sex with her, the job's done, and you don't want her there anymore. It's not so much disgust as the job's done. Like,
it depends on who it was with.
Obviously, it depends. If you took home someone that you found disgusting, but you lent into your horniness, then afterwards you're gonna feel pretty bad. But this is a different level.
That would be the same with him. Like he doesn't really like the idea that he likes to do this stuff, but for some reason he gets off on it, and yeah.
But don't you think people that do things they don't like doing, there's something wrong mentally? Otherwise, why would you be doing something you don't like doing?
Okay. Have you never done anything in life that you've wanted to do and enjoyed, but you're a little bit embarrassed of it?
Yeah.
So it's the same concept.
But I would say the same for myself. I don't
that
do that.
You're mentally ill.
No, I would say back then there was something not right mentally. I'm doing something I actively don't like, and I'm still doing it.
Like a guilty pleasure. Like sometimes some people might like certain music, but they're embarrassed of people knowing that they like this music.
That's different. That doesn't really have any implications. You just like you could be a black guy that likes country music and you're embarrassed around your black friends. That doesn't have any implications. If I am like eating myself to death and I know that I shouldn't be doing this, there's something not right upstairs. It's not the same. And if I am sleeping with multiple women that I find extremely unattractive, and every time I nut, I feel deep regret, there's a problem. I've got a problem.
I don't think it's that you've got something mentally wrong upstairs. I think you enjoy it and that's why you do it, but you just know it's not healthy for you.
I mean, I don't know, like in terms of being unhealthy, dressing up in women's lingerie, nutting and then feeling bad about it. I don't know if it's not unhealthy physically, but if it's unhealthy mentally, then mentally there's something wrong. If I'm sleeping with loads of women, if I keep coming up to you and saying, Sabi, I keep on sleeping with these 1 out of 10s, people that I perceive to be 1 out of 10s, it's making me upset. And I keep doing it, you're going to say, are you okay? Because I'm not okay. I know I'm self-aware and I'm still doing it. It's a bit mad, right?
Most women don't respect most men because y'all weird shit like that, you motherfuckers. You guys do weird.
It's like OnlyFans
like that, bro.
With OnlyFans girls, you can't hate them because you have to hate the consumer. You know, with OnlyFans girls,
We don't hate the girls.
like.
Here's the
a
thing,
lot
I
of
blame
girls
both
do
y'all.
get hate off of it.
I
You gotta hate the consumer.
I blame the drug dealer and I blame the fucking addict. Okay, because a lot of these girls, these OnlyFans girls, are the drug dealers and guys are the drug
It's
addicts.
like
I
we're
blame
not.
both.
It's online. We're not nobody. Like
No. I know, but like
so.
it's just again, so many guys are fucking simps. This is
They're
crazy to
weird.
me.
They're weird. So many guys are weird. They're
And this is
fucking
why
weird.
most women don't respect most men.
Hold on. Do you actually respect men?
I do respect men, yes, because
Most men?
Nah, bro.
Or some?
Answer
I
no,
mean,
nigga.
most men. I respect most people in general. I'm just like a genuine person.
Answer's no.
But like with that,
I would respect niggas
but
if these were-
but with that though, you have to think about it. That's just like their own thing, you know. Like he had a girlfriend, and he had a whole girlfriend. And
That's what
it's
he
just
told
like
you.
his like weird kink. Like it's just he
Yo.
looked completely normal too. He was of course a
Bro,
white
real
guy,
talk. If
so.
girls were paying me $3,000 to pull up to eat Italian with them, if girls were paying me fucking $1,500 for a picture of my kitchen garbage, whatever, I wouldn't respect you bitches either. Goddamn. I'd be like, yo, these fucking dumb hoes are paying me all this money on Cash App just to send them a picture of my trash. Okay, fantastic. You fucking 304s are useless. And real talk, you guys cannot be mad at most women not respecting most men because there's dudes out there like this. That's why podcasts like this.
What do you think about that? Because I don't think respect needs to come into it.
Why?
Because...
Can you imagine if all the men that you came into contact with just wanted weird things from you and that was your whole experience?
That wouldn't make me not respect them.
At what point does their weird kink make you go, And then they have a girlfriend as well?
The only thing that would make me not respect someone is if they were disrespectful to me.
But
other than that, I've got no reason to not respect people and their life choices and decisions that they want to make. Unless they've done something wrong to me, live your life how you want. I've got no issue.
Okay, let's say you were the girlfriend. You found out your partner was paying another girl £2,000 to eat his own semen.
Yeah, I would have no respect for him if I was the girlfriend because you're disrespecting me because you're essentially getting off by something that another woman's doing.
But then how could you respect him knowing that he has a girlfriend paying you £2,000?
Because he's not doing anything wrong to me.
But it's not about you, though. You have to look at it objectively. If
I
you're
get
the
that,
girl in that
yeah,
situation,
I get that.
you feel disrespected.
Okay.
But if you're from the
Okay.
outside, you have to be like, okay, well, he's disrespecting her.
Yeah.
I would feel disrespected.
Okay.
I don't respect this guy.
I can get behind that. So in that particular situation, you could say I don't respect this person because of what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
However, that's not to say that women wouldn't respect most men because most men are weird, because that's not the case. You're only just not going to respect people who are openly doing something in front of you that you're witnessing that you don't like and you can't respect.
No, I think their point was that, well, she said she doesn't disrespect most men, she respects most people. But if your whole experience, notice I'm using the word experience, not truth. If your whole experience is that men that you come by are constantly doing weird shit, cheating on their girlfriends and paying other girls to do weird shit to them, I could understand why that woman would have a lack of respect for men because that's her whole experience. It's not the whole truth of men, but I can get that. It's the same way if girls were doing something, I don't know, I've never heard of a girl doing some dumb shit like that, but girls do their own thing and that's my whole experience. It would warp my perception of women. It's not the whole truth, but it is my experience.
I can understand that, but she only gave 2 examples. One paid her to look at the garbage and one paid her when he had a girlfriend. Forget the girlfriend one. The other one, you can't say that she shouldn't have respect for him because he wants a picture of garbage because he's not doing anything disrespectful to anyone.
I mean, you don't have to respect that either, though. That is a weird thing to pay for.
But it depends on what definition we're using here for the word respecting someone.
Well, no, respect has a flat definition and you can apply it to whatever you deem worthy of respect.
Okay, but where you're saying, why would you respect someone that does that? Why not? That's their life choice. That's what they want to do.
You can respect them if you want to, but why not if I don't want to?
That's fine, but what would your reason for not wanting to respect this person be? You can't respect that everyone's got personal preferences in life. Yeah,
I don't respect everyone's personal preferences. There's some personal preferences where I'm like, it doesn't bother me. And there's other ones that I hear and I'm like, that's goofy. That's ridiculous. You could have a personal preference that is harmful to someone. You could have a personal preference that isn't, but is extremely weird. People have opinions in that we don't expect, that we don't respect, right? Like we just did a video on Ethan Klein. We don't respect a lot of his opinions. I don't have to respect Ethan Klein just because I don't like his opinions.
For me personally, it just doesn't bother me what other people do with their lives. The only time I would ever not respect someone is if they are doing wrong to me personally, to the world, and are overall bad people.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's the way you see the world.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to see the world differently. For me, if I had a friend that was not even a friend because there'd be a relationship there, but if it was a stranger, I'm not gonna disrespect somebody by default. But if I find out that's your thing and I have nothing else to go on, I don't respect something like that. So there's already no respect there built up. Respect is earned, right?
So when you get to the pearly white gates,
I'm
going to
say,
look God in the eye knowing you didn't respect people.
Yeah, I'm going to say, bruv, why did you
Nah.
Why did you allow
he's
this
gonna
man?
send you right down. He's gonna be like, bye.
I would say cool. If we're gonna allow these guys in paying £2,000 for garbage into heaven, then
No one said they're going in, but it's what you're doing as a human on earth.
I'm not harming them though. I'm just having my opinion. It's my opinion that their preferences are weird.
I'm just not a judgmental person.
No,
Am I?
you're not a judgmental person.
Yeah, you're saying it like I am. I'm not a judgmental person.
Didn't we just X a whole video where you judged a bunch of men for being trash?
I'm a soft person. I'm a soft person at heart. So I always look at the good in people. I always try to justify things. Like I'm too nice. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I don't judge people unnecessarily.
But that's not unnecessarily to me. I think you make assessments based on people's temperaments and their patterns in their behavior. And if somebody's doing something odd like that, I would look at them sideways and be like, well, what else are you doing that's weird? Paying to see garbage is a very abnormal thing. If your brother turned around to you and you found out that even though he has a wife, that he's paying to see another woman's garbage,
Yeah.
you would look at it and go, are you okay? And that would be a fair question. So I don't.
And then when he tells me the reasonings behind it, I won't judge him unless it's a bad reason.
What good reason could come from that? This is not me saying that I'm going to start cussing them, by the way. I'm not going to openly disrespect them, but I'm also not going to. I'm not going to grant them the respect in private either.
I think it also just doesn't bother me what people choose to do in their life. It's not my
Ever?
life. It's not, unless it's affecting me.
What if it's affecting people around you?
If it's affecting the world, then it's a problem. But like I'm saying, other life choices that people make, it don't bother me. That's your business. Do your thing. I don't need to get involved. Like, you know, if there was like a commotion happening on your road outside, you'd probably look out your window and start watching, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's not my business. It doesn't concern me. I'm not bothered to know what's going on.
Yeah, but if there's a commotion on the road, it might spill into my front. So I'm watching to
Okay,
see.
let's say you're not outside your house and you're walking through the park. You're nearly at your car. It's behind you.
Well, it depends. It depends on what's happening. If it's commotion as in like there's a woman being attacked by a man, I'll probably go over and be like, what's going on?
All right, let me explain it this way. Right, okay. You're walking through the park. You're nearly at your car. And you see on the other side where there's gates that can't get to you, there's loads of police cars and loads of people standing around and something's happened and people are dealing with it. There's nothing you can do because the police are already there, the ambulance are already there, whatever's happening is happening. Are you still going to stop and watch?
No, if the authorities are there taking care of it, no, I'm not going to. Well, what would be the point?
Because a lot of people are nosy and just want to watch what's going on.
Yeah, I know, but we've spoken about people like this on this channel before. People that whip out their phones for every single thing, or they're weird. I find that weird.
Not even whipping out your phone though, just wanting to know what's going on. The point I'm trying to make is that
obviously curiosity.
I'm not bothered. That's the point I'm making. I'm not bothered. Like, it's not my business. I don't need to know what's going on.
Okay, then I'm guaranteed there's a situation where you'll look over and be like, what's going on here? Let's say that there's a truck that's tipped over and there's hot dog rolls everywhere. And right next to a building's on fire and there's an elephant lying next to all of that debris just sitting there. You wouldn't stop and go,
Yeah,
someone tell
because
me
I
what's
could
going on
be
here.
in danger here. Because you said the building's on fire.
But it's such a bombastic situation that you're going to go.
But it's a very, very unlikely situation.
It's unlikely, but weird shit happens every day.
No.
Right?
I'm
just
not
saying,
gonna
everyone's got their-
entertain your foolishness right now. You get the point I'm making.
That's why podcasts like this are literally life-saving for a lot of you motherfuckers. A lot of you
Yeah.
guys need to stop fucking simping, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's true. There is a serious simping problem, guys. Like, you got to stop. There's lines here. I'm not.
What's wrong with simping?
It's unhealthy.
Why?
You can be into a girl. You can show a lot of attention, but a line is blurred when you start simping.
So what's your definition of a simp?
What they've just described, like, for example, let's say you've got a girlfriend and you treat her with a lot of respect, you pay for stuff because the respect is mutual, you're getting what you deserve, what you require from her, and so you are treating her accordingly. You have that respect for her. If you're with a girl and she's cussing you out, she's cheating on you, she's doing X, Y, and Z, She's not even fulfilling any roles in the house. She's not making any money. And yet you're still doing all these things with her. Yes, yes, babe, we can do this, we can do that. You're giving her money, paying her attention. You're a simp.
So I think everyone's got different definitions of what simping is.
What's a simp to you?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you, because a lot of girls make out that a simp is just a guy that will pretty much do anything for a girl and be really cute.
Yeah, but the context is removed from that. Yeah. You can go to the ends of the earth for a girl as long as what is required is being given. So if she's giving you everything that you require from her, the same way that like your mum would probably go to hell and back to make sure you're okay. So you know your mum cares about you. So that feeling is going to be reciprocated. You would go to hell and back for your mum. But if you had some deadbeat mum who's passed out on the couch every single day, does nothing for you, and then also wants all of your money, you're going to be like... So if you've got some deadbeat girlfriend who's doing nothing for you and you're still simping over her, or you've got some girl online that doesn't even know you exist, you're just a username on her screen and you're giving her money constantly. You're not even getting to touch her. There's a big difference. Yeah, you hire an escort.
I don't class that as simping though.
How are you not simping?
Because that's just more so
like look,
the fetish that we're talking about.
Oh my God, you're so hot. Cash out £20. And she's like, and then she sends some message going, oh, I really need to pay for my electricity bill today. No worries, babe, got you. Cash app, £50.
Because they've got money and they just...
Yeah, but you're simping. That's what I'm saying. You're simping. You're getting nothing from this girl. She's using you. It's like that guy that we did the video on where the OnlyFans model had taken so much money from him and he was saying, oh, I love her, I care about her. And then he got jealous when she was with some other guy. That's a simp. These guys don't know their worth, and so they put this like heightened sense of worth on these women and they end up simping over them. There are lines here. Like I said, I'm not against sex workers. I'm not against OnlyFans models. They're out here doing their things. And a lot of the time, when guys pay for prostitutes or escorts, they're paying for discretion and they're still getting that interaction with that girl. They're paying for her time. And that's one thing. Obviously, that can start to get out of hand. Don't get me wrong. There are lines, again, that need to not be crossed. But if you're online and you're donating to like Amaranth or Pokimane and you're just sending your money every day, you're just sitting there watching this girl in her hot tub and she doesn't know you exist and you are throwing your life savings at her, you're a simp. That is what a simp is. So, if you want to make some money, find you a simp.
Find me a simp.
I'm not partaking in this tomfoolery.